love when you record and you freaking don't mute your mic, so I just record the whole thing on this. Anyway, alright, let's talk gears and tremor, and let's try and get this right. So, gears and tremor.
Stance hold, auto.
To me, this is one of the most underrated pairings in the game. Not as much synergy as like some other characters, but I just love the consistency of Tremor with gears. One, I get more health, so that's a big plus, right? The other thing is, of course, in Aftershock, you get the most consistent launcher in the game. You can do whatever you want. You can do this. Do whatever you want off that launcher, right? And it works off every touch. So we all know the combo routes are like back 1-2 into sand, forward 2-4 into the sand trap. But the other big one is forward 4 into forward rock forward punch. It's safe, and you can still combo. Right, you can do whatever, do combos out of it. Now the other big thing, of course, is that so you have the more consistent launcher, so you don't have to spend bar on your time stops. Unless you just want more damage, add more damage to your combos. You can always keep your bar ready for your 1 bar breaker, or your Thanos snap, or your double clones, right? So you could actually, use that more often, use the time slip more often. The other thing is that you have the low, which reaches pretty far away, so this helps neutral a lot, in my opinion. Because like for back here, all your buttons are missing, except forward 3. Like forward 3 and the low it's not a mix by any means. People can react, I'm sure, or fuzzy, whatever, but it's just an extra option to have at this range. Especially if you just throw it out, it's like 7.5% damage, is that right? Cool. And then you get a bit of a knockdown, you can move in. And so yeah, so Aftershock gives you just more consistent combo damage. And plus, you can always get your clocks. If you'd like, you can always do this. Terrible. I think you're supposed to be able to like dash into 1-2-2, 1+3, and get 2 clocks for a cameo on a bar. But the other thing too, of course, if you get a combo and you do the 1-2, 1+3, you're always plus enough to get another clock, so that's 2 clocks every time you land that string at all. Usually. People might punish you, but you'll get 2 clocks. Like 2 clocks for a non-comboing trade, sure, whatever. So again, the consistent launcher and the fact that the forward rock punch is safe, so you can throw things like this, and if they get hit by it, boom, they're reset into full screen. But on top of that, the forward punch is also just a good tool because, so if I do, like you're plus 30 on knockdown, and they're that far away, so you can always set this up. Like they can't do anything about that. Like it's guaranteed as long as that rock punch hits. And of course the corner carry, right? So if I do just something simple, like he's over there. He went flying. He's gone. He went bye. So again, the other big thing here as well is that the low becomes a safe launcher again, which is nice. I'll appreciate that. So again, safe launcher, consistent launcher. You have your neutral button. So Aftershock's really strong for gears. So it's nice, right? It's like metallic. Similar deal. It's just that the forward punch is actually pretty nice because if you can ambush into this or get this on a string where there's enough hits done to where they can't poke or armor out, which I don't think Gears has one, but if you can get this where they can't poke or armor out, then Gears always being +4 is kind of nasty because you have a 11 frame mid or a 12 frame command grab. Like that's a street mix right there every time he's plus. So you can do something like this, and then do whatever, right? So that actually combos. Yeah, so it doesn't combo off everything. So forward 1 into the that's a true combo. So on hit it gets a tiny bit of damage and some frame advantage, but on block, like what? Okay, that's a thing. Forward 4 into the forward thing, I don't think lets you actually combo after, like the safe high is. But, I mean, it's an option, right? Again, you're mainly using this just to try to keep your turn, right? Your plus. Of course, you can ambush into it. So if I do, let's see. I'm gonna do this. I'm terrible, but you see the point, right? You have 2 whole sequences, you can do whatever you can do to strike through. The up cameo in Metallic is not that useful to me. You can do, like, you can do that if you want. I don't know, I just never use it. I don't use any characters that do use it, so it's just, it's useless to me. But the big one, of course, in Metallic is the low rock and the overhead rock. Now, the low rock is an OVP because you're a plus 55, I think, plus 50, somewhere in the double digit plus. So it means you're always guaranteed to get a clock anytime that low connects, and you're always guaranteed to get a clock anytime the overhead one connects, right? So, and of course that's a combo. You can just throw that out. Like if that, you know, so that way you can just throw it out, and there you go. Boom. I think you can time it so that the time stop happens, the rock hits, so the rock keeps you safe. So that way you're just full screen launchers that's safe. So yeah, so it's low rock, overhead rock is like the MVPs of Metallic. Up punch and forward punch are the MVPs in Aftershock, and sometimes the back one. The back one's alright. It's negative 12 from like round start, so like it's alright. Now Crystalline. Crystalline, I think, is probably the hardest one to make work for a lot of characters. But if you can make it work, it's kind of nasty because the forward punch is, I think, a better wake up for Geras than his actual like sandburst, because this thing has no range. You know, it's good for an anti-air wake up. That's it. Aside from that, it's just terrible. Crystalline at least like has a tiny bit of range. It's also a projectile reflect, which helps Geras, of course, a lot because he can get zoned out. So there's a lot of benefits right there. The thing is, it's a high, so people can deck it and they can mash out. But I don't know. That's where I throw in, like, you know, there's a mind game between, okay, they duck the wake up or they get hit by the armored mid wake up, which leaves Geras plus 18, so we can have frame traps and pressure and stuff. So yeah, so I don't know. It's up to you. I think it's a good wake up. It's fine. It helps Geras. But the big thing is the crystal armor. Now, the crystal armor, a lot of people are starting to wake up to realize that it's actually really good. It's just that it's hard to make work to be really good. It's not like brain dead easy, right? But of course, the big thing with Geras, of course, the obvious thing is this. You just keep throwing them because
Move list.
hold on. You just keep throwing the opponent because they are, even if they down 2 or down 1, or, you know, they try and jump over you, no matter what. Geras has a side-switching command grab, and on top of that, if they try and do anything, like armor or do anything, because of the armor crystal properties, you're not getting knocked down. You can't get thrown. You can't get knocked. You can't do anything. Like, they can't do anything. So you literally just keep mashing command grabs, which is so much fun. It pisses people off so much, but I love it. You do the same thing with your regular throws. The downside is that, of course, if you want the summon armor, you need to set it up, which is not the biggest thing in the world. You can always find that with Geras. Geras has a lot of launching stuff, or you ambush into it, of course. And that's like 18 frame armor on command. Like, that's kind of nuts. There's a lot more synergy I could be talking about. I'm sure you can get like combos off the sand trap, command grab, tick throw into ambush, rock, whatever. I'm sure you can do. There's a lot more stuff you could be talking about. I don't know all of it. I'm not a high level Geras. I'm just a good enough Geras to be kind of scary. But I think there's a lot of potential here with Geras and Tremor. The big thing for me is that Tremor gives him a more consistent launcher, lets him save his bar for his clones and his clocks. Tremor gives him more health, which is, again, a big deal in this game when characters are hitting for a lot of damage, and Geras is already a little bit lower health, so just offset that by a bit. And then, of course, the anti-zoning, counter-zoning with the low rock, overhead rock, and the reflect. A good wake-up with the reflect. The crystal armor can help you if you really want to. You can just mash command grabs, honestly. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys try out Tremor and Geras. Let me know what you guys think of the guide down below in the comment section. My next one, I believe, will be Shao and Tremor. So hope you guys enjoyed.